Hello out there. Good afternoon, everyone, to the family in Benton Harbor. My name is J.Davis. I'm coming to you from the page on Facebook, Brothers for a Better Benton Harbor. Also, us group of men, just plain group of men with a vision. And we just want to encourage the hearts of our brothers and our city, the women and children also, just to uphold us men that we can be better. We just want to encourage because this is the month of Father's Day, well, the month where we celebrate Father's Day. And we've decided that all month, the whole month of June, we're going to be celebrating for fathers. As you heard earlier in the month, the beginning of the month, one of our members, Elder Ricky Hill, he let you guys know that we were going to be doing videos and speaking to fathers for the whole month. We try to get the videos out every Thursday, if not Thursday, and that Friday, just to encourage the hearts. It's not that we are such orators and that we are so profound with words or whatever, but usually these members have something to say and just to share. Either they've been through experiences with life, done research, different things that they've seen and happened upon, and where they want to share with our brothers, so that we all can just become better. And I just thank God for that. Me, myself, just thinking over some things of how with the mistakes that I've made as being a father and raising my children, doing the best that I can, but coming to realization that where I thought I was doing 100, it really was like 20% instead of 100% because of what I was taught, what the type of fathership I had in my life, which wasn't much. Didn't have a father in the home. I pretty much looked at, like I said before, a gentleman down the street, one of my friend's fathers, looked at him in a distance, kind of like vicariously learning things through seeing my friend and his father interact, Mr. Anthony Evans. And God bless his soul. He's resting. I thank God for him. And some of us had to do that. Some of us didn't have father, grew up with no fathers in the home. And we had to do what we could, the best we could. And so and becoming fathers, then what you have is what you have. That's what you're going to do. You know, all what you think or what you know or what you've experienced, that is what you're going to use to be a father, which may not be good. It may be good, may be great, then it may not be good at all. But it's what you have. And usually we don't know what we have. Or we don't know how good it is or how bad it is because it's what we have. And we think it's okay because we went through it. It was what was given to us or what was done to us. And so that's what we have. And some things we may change, some things we may not. But that's what we have. And so that's what we utilize to raise our children. And I just thank God for the mind now that now I see some of the mistakes as my children gotten older. So I have apologized like to my boys, you know, about different things we weren't able to do. I was working a lot, 2 or 3 jobs, and you know, trying to chase that money, you know, to provide for the family and everything, but those things, but now I'm learning, you know, time spent, and training, you know, is better than the dollar. I mean, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we have to figure out a way, but there is a way to get the dollar and do the training with the children. And having fun times with the children, not just, you know, training, just, you know, just always talking to them about this. But yes, having fun with them also, you know, showing them, you know, a good time and praising them, giving them praise and uplifting them and everything like this. So I just thank God for that. I also want to, before, I'm not going to be speaking on the fathership today. What I want to do is I'm going to upload a video that I want you guys to watch. And it's of one of our black leaders. And I think he has a very good word about fathership. I don't like to look at religion the different faiths that people are in, because there are different faiths, as we know. And this particular leader, he is of the Muslim. But I myself am not Muslim, but I respect what they do. I respect that faith. I may not agree with everything that they have to say or what they stand for, but when they speak about our people coming up and doing the right things, training our children in the right way, us men being strong and doing what being providers and protectors and doing what needs to be done in the village, as a people, and us coming together and black people loving on each other, not just loving your foe and no more loving what's your blood, but loving everybody in the community. Mr. Tom Raleigh, who's drunk every Saturday, loving him too, loving everybody in our community and treating us as such, because we are in a crisis. We are in a crisis of our black men, us not knowing how to father correctly. So then our young black men are growing up and they're doing a cycle of craziness, not being effective fathers, and where the children are coming out the homes and doing great things, impacting the community and having just a wonderful camaraderie and just a good, togetherness of how people are supposed to be in the community, where you're not afraid to be walking the streets at night or in the daytime, where you're not, where people can be friends, where the little boys and girls are growing up and being friends and staying friends up until adulthood, and not stop being friends or breaking up being friends over craziness, small little stupid stuff, because they don't have coping skills, or they don't have the right coping mechanisms, or how to deal with different things that come up, different problems and issues that come up between the two. Don't know how to settle the differences the correct way, because there is a correct way. And we just don't love. We don't love each other. We don't love in our community. We don't love our neighbors. We barely love our family. So it's a crisis, of us fathering, the black man father, and then the black men, us killing off each other. So we want to do better. We have to do better. We just have to, So with those things, that's why Brothers for a Better Ben Harbor. That's why we do the videos, and that's what we do. All we're doing is we're not trying to hammer on our brothers. We're not trying to beat them down, beat us, because we're included also. We're all in this together, so we just want to become better. Better fathers, better brothers, better men, better uncles, better cousins, just better at it. As in treating ourselves and how we uphold our communities, how we uphold ourselves in the homes. Because whatever is coming out of home, that's what's going to run the community. So if we're turning out bad children who are half learned, half trained, or no train at all, that's what's going out into the community. That's going to run, who's going to be running the stores, running the markets, running the trades, and doing whatever. Taking care of the business and taking care of the elderly, making sure that as we get old, they're going to be watching over us and protecting us. And if Ray Ray and Bebe don't even care about their own mom and dad or their own sisters and brothers, they're not going to take care of us. They talk about defunding the police. You defund the police, there's no police around to police our neighborhoods, or help our elderlies, or help our women when they get raped or anything happen. Then who's going to help? Who's going to stop the violence? Who's going to stop someone from breaking into your house? Or when someone breaks into your house, who's going to help get the stuff back? Or who's going to help stop Jimmy for beating the girl upside her head, his wife or his girlfriend? Who's going to stop that? Because I don't think Ray Ray and Day Day going to care. I don't think they're going to come running and going to do that, because sadly, our community is not built up on love like that, to where Day and Ray Ray care about Miss Connors or Miss Johnson getting their head bashed in by the husband or by the boyfriend, or someone breaking into the house and doing this or that, or whatever is going on in the community. They don't care like that. Nobody cares. So, but we need us to care. We need to care again. And so we got this breakdown, and it's just not good. And we feel like, oh, we can be on our own island, or we could be thinking our own things, doing our own thing in our own house, and leave everybody alone. But as you see, those who call themselves not being out there in the mess, we get affected also still, because when things happen in the community, if it doesn't affect your heart, it may be affecting you in a different other way. And it should. I mean, because we need to be caring about each other. We need to. That's the only way we can have a peaceful, loving place. Instead of just being chaotic and doing what it does, just letting it go. We have to start caring again and not just let it go. Because letting it go, now we seeing how things are changing. I saw the taxes changing on my house the other day, how things are going up. The tax are going up, so my house is worth a little bit more, which is good, but that's that genocide stuff. That stuff where, the prices and stuff goes up so high, the houses, and to where you can't afford it, and then those who can't afford have to go somewhere else, and then whoever can afford it, they come into that neighborhood and start living. So I don't want that, but I can't stop it. But I feel like we can do what we can to change some things. There's something that can be done. But we need to work on ourselves first, on how we do with each other. How you gonna have a beautiful city and a nice place, but you don't know how to treat each other. And you don't even know how to treat the city because you don't care about it, because you don't take ownership of it, that it's yours or that it's ours. And so we need to change the mindsets. And so that's what we're trying to encourage. So my members, Anthony Andrews and Elder Ricky Hill. Also, I wanted to just give notice to, we had a member that was helping with us sometimes, Elder Larry McCoy, and he not too long ago passed away, and my heart goes out to the family. I was late getting the news, but I thank God for him, because he was a good man, and he had really good stuff in his heart, especially toward our people. And that's what I look at. I count somebody having a really good heart when they love our people, black people, and loving our city, Benton Harbor. I count that as a good person. So, because that's what we need around here. People coming up and saying, oh, this, that, and the other, but they don't love black people. I don't really have much to say to them, or how to listen to them, because I feel like we're the stuff. I feel like we are somebody. We do our stuff, we do our things, but we're good people. Down inside, we're good people. So I just thank God for us, and so I'm just praying for us fathers, us men, because when we do our thing, I know the women are gonna fall in line. They're gonna fall. They're gonna sit for a while and look and watch, see if it's for real, and then they're gonna line up and be like, okay, you're doing that shit, you're doing the stuff. So here I am. So, and that's what I want. I just see, I feel it, and I'm hopeful, very hopeful for it, but not just sitting back and just hoping for it, but I want to do what I can, the talents and gifts, whatever God has given me, whatever little bit he's given me, I want to apply it to us, to help us to get together and do what we have to do so that we can be great in our city and where God has allowed us to be, because we're not somewhere else. We're living in Benton Harbor, and that's where we're residing right now. That's where he's allowed us to be. So why can't we make that a great place? It's all about people. And no, we can't change other people's minds and stuff, but we can encourage them. We can be good to them. The Bible talks about drawing. I forget. Have I drawn the? I forget how the scripture goes, but it talks about being nice to someone, and they can be hateful and mean as crazy. But if you be nice to them long enough, that breaks them down. If you heat them, you show them love and be nice to them, talk good to them, and mean it. People know when you fake. but mean it. Be nice, be good. And no matter how they acting crazy, but be good. Show them that you love them and you mean to want to help them. Because we have a lot of people out here broken and messed up, and they broken and messed up. They don't need you to tell them they broken and messed up. They know something is not right themselves, but they feel some kind of way about me. You probably knowing about it. But if you know it, show them people love and try to connect with them to help them to get better, lift them up. That's what it's about. That gives me great joy in life to be able to help someone else to be better in a better place than where they are. Because when they're in a better place than where they are, then me and this person can get on a level and we can fellowship and have a good time, And that's what to me, that's what it's about. And I like that. So I just wanted to encourage our people, especially my brothers. Like I say, I'm not no guru on this father stuff, not at all. I'm still learning. Like I said, I had to apologize to my children and tell them I'm going to do better. Now that I know some better, I'm going to try to do better. And that's another thing, we even though you don't know how, but you done fathered some kids, you done had sex and fathered kids, you have to figure out something, how, okay, is what I'm doing, is it working? Are my kids happy with me, of what I'm giving of myself to them? Whether it's protection, provision. Usually us fathers who work a lot, provision is good. But it's the other things that children may need, the training, so they'll be good in society when they leave the house. And then respecting all their elders and everything, knowing how to hold themselves up in society, where when they go outdoors, other people look at them and say, them some good kids. Them some good kids. I can see how they're talking, how they're holding their head up, how they're speaking to their elders. Those are good kids, instead of people be like, man, I can't stand the way our kids are. I don't like being around. They cuss in front of the elders. They do this, and that. We can change all that. It takes, I know us men sitting down with our children and training them, talking to them, not the mother. The mother's been doing stuff forever, but us fathers need to do the thing, and we can change things. They always talk about when fathers speak up, the children listen a little bit differently. It's something about our voice, it's something about the vibe we send off. And so we need to utilize that. We need to do that and change our people, so we stop the senseless violence and all this other craziness. So that's about all I have to say. And so I want you guys, if you don't mind, to all those who don't mind looking at the video, it is one of our leaders, black leaders, and I liked what I heard him say. So, and I would like to share that with you. And you all have a safe rest of the month of June. And women, if any are listening, please encourage fathers. Encourage them. You know how to use your mouth to make us move on different things. Not in that way. Sweetness and kindness. Lift them up. Lift them up to want to be better. Because when we hear, it's something about how things are spoken to us men with respect that makes us want to move. I mean, and if you could say something to some of us in such a way that can be powerful and make us want to move the moon for you. But if you tear down, there's a way you can use that tongue and it tear them down. You can be saying the right things, but you're saying it in the wrong way, and it'll tear them down. It messes up. It lashes instead of lift. It lashes, and it pops and hurts and cuts instead of lifting. So we want to lift up the fathers. They may not be doing what they're supposed to do. If you can't speak a word, ask someone else. Get a third party to encourage him, because we need encouragement. Sometimes we think we're doing all that. We think we're doing 100, and we may not be doing 100. Like I said, I was doing 20, and didn't know it. It's just where I came from. So, but I think the more we know, the better we'll do. So just encourage. We're in love, in love. Okay. All right. I'm going to post this video and you guys take a look at it. I think it'll do you good. All right. Love y'all. Peace out.